Hi everyone, Medyhne here on Arise Humanity. Thank you so much for joining me. I am wanting to talk today about the Playbook of the Dark and the Divine Proclamation. So the way that the Dark have been functioning is to put their sort of little devious thoughts together and to think about ways that humanity could be suppressed or squashed in their ability to raise their frequency. They knew that at this time it had already been predetermined that humanity would be ascending. So they would be going through the process of raising their DNA, raising their vibrations. And so they thought, no, what can we do to stop this process or try to prevent this process? And so they thought, well, using electricity, is one way that they could do it. So what they did was they looked at how they can manipulate electrical energy to try and suppress the frequency and the ascension of humanity. So that's why, under the guise of the pandemic, they rolled out all the towers all over the place surreptitiously, when people weren't able to fully, perceive what they were doing. They popped these towers up all over the place around the planet. And that was one of their strategies to try to suppress the raising of the frequency in this ascension process. Another of the ways that they strive to do it was through the creation of pharmaceuticals. As we know, the word pharmacia means sorcery, using, black magic. So through this process of creating drugs to really change the biochemistry and the natural processes of the human body, which are so incredibly complex and, divinely wise in their inherent capabilities. These drugs and the pharma, big pharma, is there to, again, with the same mindset, to really suppress and disrupt the ability for the body to raise its frequency, to change its DNA and upgrade its DNA, and to stop these abilities that we have. So that was one of the purposes of them. So anyone who is on these drugs in any form is good to be aware that, that is one of the processes of trying to suppress the raising in the frequency, which of course doesn't mean that you can't counteract that, but you have more obstacles, I guess, to overcome if you are taking anything like that. And so, I mean, anything is possible, with the right intention and processes and things like that. But anyway, so these are some of the strategies that the dark were using to suppress humanity. And of course, there's the whole transgender agenda, which is to disrupt the family, the natural male-female processes, which of course, when they're fully supported and empowered, assist a human being to ascend as well. When we come together, a male and a female in divine union, and have sacred sexuality That's one of the quickest pathways to ascension and to raising in frequency and to raising the whole planet. So, of course, the dark don't want to assist that process because that would assist the ascension. In the background of all this, of course, is the divine proclamation that Mother Earth is ascending and humanity are ascending. It's hard to determine exactly how many people in humanity are ascending with, the impact of this that's happened on the planet. But there's certainly many, many beings who will be ascending, because there is the divine order and the divine plan that nothing is above God. God is determining that this is happening, and so no human being can change, or ET even can change or influence this pathway. It's already predetermined, it's set. And the dark knew this. So this was part of their little boardroom meeting to strategize how they could, suppress this whole process. And it's interesting to note that as things heat up, the time factor is changing. So you're probably noticing in your day-to-day existence that time is accelerating. It's speeding up. It's sort of like you can accomplish less things in a day because the time process is changing. Our sense or perception of time is changing. Everything is accelerated. And so that is also part of the whole process too. So coming to this conclusion of what the dark have been trying to do, but they won't be able to achieve ultimately because it's not in the divine plan, we need to focus on what are the best ways that we can raise our frequency. And knowing that we're being fully assisted by the galactics, our galactic family, the alliance, and that we are also receiving higher and higher levels of cosmic activations and cosmic upgrades. Ian Welsh and other people as well talk about there being two suns. The suns are magnetic, they're not electric. So that magnetic energy naturally raises our DNA. Oh, an eagle just flew overhead. How beautiful. Thank you. I'll take that as a sign, a sea eagle. And the eagle distracted me. So back to my point, which is that there are two suns, and they are predominantly magnetic, which is a healing energy or frequency or vibration, which raises us. And, the electrical does the opposite. So these two suns naturally are going to be creating an impact where they're downloading a whole lot of energy and frequency to help pull us upwards as well. And these cosmic upgrades that we're receiving are more powerful now than at any other time in the history of this planet. So it's incredibly accelerated what they are doing in changing our cellular DNA from carbon-based to crystalline, and to bring up all our shadow aspect to heal and transmute, to heal all our wounding, to be able to really assist the process of the ascension of humanity. And so this is everything that we're dealing with at the moment. And if you look at it as an opportunity as opposed to a something that is a difficulty or a challenge, this is an opportunity where we're being given a helping hand to really jump forward in huge leaps on our evolution as a soul and as a collective as well. So this is a hand being given to us to help us in this process. It's divinely aligned, divinely assisted, divinely proclaimed, and it is such an incredible gift, actually, in truth. And when we perceive it from a higher perspective, for example, when we transition into a higher reality and we have a much more comprehensive and a full view of everything that's going on, we will be able to, see this really clearly. Much harder when you're in the midst of it and you can't see it from that higher perspective. So just know that that is why trust and surrender are such important qualities at the moment, because those qualities, trust and surrender, assist us when we can't see that full picture. I've incorporated a lot of different concepts into this divine inspiration today, but I hope this helps you in getting an understanding of what's happening. This is my intuitive feeling on things, and just go in and use your own internal discernment to see if this resonates with you. If this doesn't, then just don't need to take it on board, but just use your own internal filter or barometer to see if this resonates in energy, frequency, and vibration. And everyone in my audience, they're all very tuned in with everything that's going on. So you all know this anyway, but it's good to say. So thank you so much for listening, and please leave a comment below on your perception of the reality at the moment. And I hope to see you on the next inspiration. Please share these as well, these divine inspirations, because it really helps with the algorithms. It gets them out there, and also the likes get them out there as well. And it really helps to spread the message and spread the love and spread the light. Light is information. The more information we have, the more light we can bring in, which is what we want to do. So thank you so much for listening, and have a beautiful day.